Hey there, Sagittarius. I really hope you guys are doing well. My apologies for not being able to get your reading out last time. I've had way too much going on. And I know that you guys know that already, so I'm not going to explain myself. Definitely will say sorry, but yeah. Anyways, we have the High Priestess coming out here, Virgo, Piscean energy. This is a beautiful card. It's a card of inner wisdom, inner knowledge. Sometimes it's a card of secrecy, keeping things to yourself. It's a card of spiritual advancement and understanding. So we'll put that there. There's so much glare. We'll do that. We'll just put her there. Show me more for Sagittarius. You have the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Swords. So immediately, Sagittarius, what I'm picking up here is the necessity for personal pursuits, things that make you and only you happy. It's about taking your time for yourself, not being really devoted. I want to say it's like a healthy selfishness. A healthy selfishness is what I'm picking up here. Things that make you feel good for you. Being very honest in regard to what you want in your ventures. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm like hacking everywhere right now, but it's basically like taking time for you. You know, if you have some venture that you want to go into, like I'm not even talking like business ventures, like I don't know, if you want to learn about ornithology, or if you, whatever it is, like, you know, macrame, like whatever the fuck it is, like it's time to do that. It's time to actually start paying attention to that energy, because something about it is very freeing. This may not be a situation that you are giving out, you're broadcasting, but whatever it is you're taking for yourself and it nurtures you. Nothing wrong with nurturing yourself. The Page of Cups. Three of Swords, Five of Cups. Okay, so one of the things that I'm feeling here too, and this, what I said about like, you know, venturing into something for yourself, I think that that's actually coming in, the message is coming in as a healthy distraction from something that you've been dealing with, possibly. There's an energy here with the Page of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Cups, like, you may be, see, this is the tricky thing, because we are dealing with retrograde energies, and I don't want all of the readings to be retrograde, but we are in a retrograde. So reality saying to that, you may be dealing with stuff from the past, okay? People from the past, situations from the past, internal stuff coming up from the past. If you're not dealing with people, things that keep you blocked, keep you stuck, stuff of that nature. What I'm seeing here, though, is that this aspect in regard to healthy selfishness that may be coming from a place of changing your, it's changing yourself, you know, it's putting focus on yourself where you may have put focus on somebody else, or a situation that you may have been dealing with in your life, maybe a relationship or not, where you may have had situations that fell apart on an emotional level that left you fairly distraught. I don't want to say you're running away from it by taking care of yourself in this regard, but it's a healthier way of dealing with things. It's a creative way of dealing with this type of pain. You know, it's like putting your energy towards other things so you can actually build something from that versus just pouring it into this. Now, what I'm feeling here is that you guys may be dealing with somebody. Marcel, hey, fatty, get away from there. He's trying to eat the plants. You may be dealing with somebody who is communicating some sort of apology. There may be some sort of aspect here that is being presented to you, but you're coming up as the Queen of Swords, okay? So this is already an exalted energy. This is somebody that has grown. They know their value, they know their worth, and they know what they will and will not be part of, okay? It feels like you're over here pretty much solidifying your happiness in whatever way you can. It doesn't always mean that, you know, you don't feel things for people, you don't have connections. It doesn't mean that. It just means, it doesn't mean you're blocking anybody out either. It's just you have priorities, and right now it feels like you are your own priority here, Sagittarius. Your own personal pursuits that aim towards your happiness are the goals. And I think you're dealing with a lot of that on an internal level. I think that you're dealing with a lot of that on a quiet level, where you're not necessarily explaining yourself or needing to explain yourself or your actions towards others, because they are for you, okay? You may be dealing with somebody coming back here, though, to apologize, because it feels like they are fairly wounded. They are feeling fairly upset about something that may have transpired between the two of you. So it kind of shifts your focus here. What is the energy between these two people? So you have the Four of Swords. I'm sorry, the Four of Wands, and you have the Ten of Cups. Now, the Four of Wands essentially indicates an energy where we have a disruption in the harmony of our home. We have a off-balance energy within our relationships. It can talk about relationships coming to a close. It may have been a situation with somebody that you value very much. It may be a situation with somebody that you still value very much, but you have to set boundaries and ground rules. Like, there's some aspect here, some of you, this is going to be a teenager as well, and they fucked up pretty bad, and you're dealing with things in your own way. And I feel like by removing yourself from a situation, it sets the tone in some way. Like, it's like you're not even feeding into it. You're not even like worried about it. You're just stepping away. And I think that's why, like, doing you is the most important thing here right now, Sagittarius. Hi, Marcel. You pretty. The Ten of Cups talks about, it's a love that doesn't end. It's a love that is there. It's supportive. It is connected. It's a happiness. It's an emotional, abundant card. It's very beautiful energy. It deals with family. It deals with emotional commitments and being able to communicate emotionally with somebody. It's not necessarily like cutting somebody off or getting rid of them, you know. I feel like there's a fair amount of love here, but there's a disruption in the foundation of the connection. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like you're setting some pretty harsh boundaries here for whatever this is. Now, it could be somebody coming back from the past, and again, I feel this could also be a teenager, a child. This could be a very close family friend. Some aspect here, though, has gone awry between the two of you. And it shook this to its core. So we shall dig a bit deeper. Somebody's feeling very regretful, though, very upset. And I feel like there might be some ownership to it. I feel that there might be some ownership to this on their part. I do. Yeah, you've got the Ten of Pentacles flying out here. I'm going to put that right in the middle. I didn't ask for that, but it came out. I want to direct the cards for the cards. So ask about each card and we'll get a card. But this, I feel that this is the crux of it. I don't think that you're going to like just throw somebody out. Some of you guys may. For you guys that feel like you're done and that's it and fuck them and whatever, this may not be your reading. But feel free to watch it if you want to, you know. We'll see how it goes. But right now what I'm feeling here is that there's a foundation between you and somebody that's been rocked. It's been broken up a bit. But this is also a situation in regard to family or somebody that you really love and care about, something that's long term. And again, I'm picking up like teenager, child energy. Okay, show me the High Priestess for Sagittarius. So you have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse here, okay, for the High Priestess. Now, whether this be a situation, how do I put those there? Whether this be a situation where you were dealing with, in certain ways, I don't even know if you guys are dealing with a player. I feel like you were dealing with inconsistent energy, like somebody who's being like young at heart or like dumb, like young and dumb. Not making good decisions, keeping things quiet, keeping things secret. I feel like this deals, for those of you dealing with a child or a teenager, it's like things that they needed to tell you that they didn't tell you. And it's like they kind of fucked up in some big way and you're needing to set some ground rules, okay? For those of you who have dealt with a relationship partner where somebody was dicking around, they had maybe, they were testing the waters with other people. This may have been a situation where they were keeping that quiet. May have been a situation where the Knight of Pentacles in regard to that was like somebody with cold feet. They weren't sure about things. They wanted to play the field. And they kind of kept that as a secret to you. It's like, I don't necessarily pick up shocking, like it's shocking to you. I feel like you kind of see somebody for where they're at in their growth and progression. You know, not everybody's perfect. I mean, you're not perfect, are you? But I feel like regardless of this situation, you were dealing, for those of you with like a potential partner, not a child, but a partner. This is an interesting reading because it's kind of like I'm getting multiple threads here and I have to mention them because I can't just say, oh, this is love, this is this and that. I have to just say what I feel. So I feel some of you are dealing with you guys are going to have to figure it out for yourself. Children, and then also there's a scenario here with a potential partner. For those of you dealing with somebody that was kind of in and out, flighty, not certain about they wanting the connection, keeping people as a potential on the outskirts, you know, I don't feel like you're like broken about this. I feel like you're seeing a person for where they are, but you're also saying exactly what you expect of this person if they choose to communicate and commit to anything else further here. Okay. And I feel like that may come as like kind of a bit of a scary energy to them. It kind of puts them in their place in a way. That's what I feel. Show me the Nine of Cups here for Sagittarius. Show me the Nine of Cups for Sagittarius, please. So you have the Tower coming out in reverse. Now the Tower here, it's an interesting card because it talks about situations that have crumbled and yet we are coming back to them, either to resurrect them, to make good on them, or to watch them fall, you know. And there's kind of like a weird, to watch them fall is kind of like a, what's the word? Doesn't matter. Okay. So here with the Nine of Cups and the Tower in reverse, what I'm feeling here is that if you're dealing with a child or a teenager, I'm feeling teenage energy or like young adult energy here. You're dealing with something where this person recognizes the connection. They see you as a loving parent. They see you as somebody who really values them, and they know they fucked up and they're wanting to make good on it because they know that you care, and they're not seeing eye to eye with you right now, or they have not been because of whatever situation has transpired. The offer is there. They're coming forth to do that with you. That young adult, teenager, it needs to be sussed out. Whatever this is, I feel like it's also very traumatic for them in a certain way. And they need that connection from you. But that connection from you is also coming with some pretty dang strict guidelines and requirements. I don't know what happened between the two of you. This is a general reading for thousands of people. I can't guess at that. I'm not even going to try. Now, for those of you who are dealing with a situation with a previous partner that may have been cold feet and back and forth and potentially dicking around with other people, I feel here in a certain way they've kind of had to look at their experience with others, how they're coming out within this situation. And I feel more and more the connection with you is drawing them back because they're actually recognizing the levels of love that have been expressed here, Sagittarius. I feel that this person is kind of like it's a little bit late, but it's a late wake-up call. That's what I'm kind of feeling here for this person. That's harsh energy just because sometimes it requires people to look at themselves and like their drastic measures, the ways that they've been, and it basically calls them to call themselves out on things, which is hard. You know, not everybody likes to do that. Not everybody likes to admit that they're wrong or that they were being childish or whatever it may have been, but it feels like somebody here is recognizing that they kind of squandered a good situation with you, or they really didn't pay attention to the love that was being given here and they took that for granted. And that's, you know, that's a harsh lesson for people. You know, it is, because sometimes when they're truly apologetic, it's like, how do they approach that? Like, you approach it. You say, I'm really fucking sorry. I hope that they can. It feels like they can. It feels like they've got a lot of regret here about all of it. Show me the Queen of Swords in the situation. Show me the Queen of Swords. Yep, you've got the World in reverse, so dealing with situations that are still unsolved, unfinished situations. The World in reverse talks about, you know, unfinished business, you know, things that need to be solidified, things that are not over, you know. But again, with that Queen of Swords energy, it's like, I will hear you out. This has the potential to finalize so we can move forward to something better, or we can finalize it for good. Now, for you with children or a young adult here, I feel that energy is like, okay, yes, tell me more. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's like you have a leg up or something on this energy. Like, you know exactly how you're positioned in this, Sagittarius. Like, it's almost, in a way, it's painful, but it's frustrating, it's painful, but it's also like in a slight way kind of comical, because it's like, oh my God, you're seeing this person for their age, their understanding, and you're also getting to watch somebody grow. Now, in regard to somebody dealing with a potential partner, this is information that's not complete yet. This is situations where people, I feel like they are seeing you more so, like they're seeing more of your potential, or where they should have paid more attention to your potential in the past is who you were showing up as in their relationship. It feels like that energy is now being directed at them, and it's like pointing a finger, like, what the fuck did you do? That was a stupid move. What did you do? And so they have to make right on that, you know? I do feel that. And in a certain way too, you know, for those of you, I'm feeling like the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles is showing up for folks with family, with the family situation. This could have also been a situation with a family member who's an adult that may have treated you very poorly here, kept secrets from you, and, you know, not shown up in the way that they needed to. And I think that may have caused things to come apart. But it's coming back together here. And it's going to take a fair amount of effort and communication, but it feels like it's coming back together. You just need to solidify the situation within the foundation of your relationship. Please show me the Page of Cups here for Sagittarius. Show me the Page of Cups for Sagittarius. 2 cards. So you have the Magician, you have the 6 of Swords. Very good energy. Magician, 6 of Swords. So whoever is coming back with an apology, I think that they're realizing their place in this situation. They're growing up here, and they're wanting to move forward in a different direction. Some of you, if this is a child or a teenager or adult, they're wanting to come back and solidify things, to heal, to have a different perspective. I think this person has grown up a bit and they want to move on to calmer waters with you. Same goes for people who are in a situation with a family member other than a child, or a previous love relationship situation. It feels like this person has another understanding of what's going on here in regard to how you are connected to them and they are connected to you. It's not something they can just walk away from. It's not something that they can just give up. It's something that they want to work on because they realize your value. And I think the nice thing about this reading too is that you know your value here. You know your value. I don't feel a question in this situation. Like, you know you. And when we started this reading out, I was talking about how, if you're doing things to deal with your time to make you feel better, like art, like, whatever it is that you're putting your energy into, keep doing that, because I feel like that gives you, I don't know, it frees up the energy from focusing on this. It's like it allows you to not fixate on this, and it allows them to come through, and it gives you more things to do on your own time that actually just make you better, I think this person, ex-partner, child, teenager, family member, whatever this is, I feel that there's a lot of emotional frustration here, a lot of emotional confusion in regard to how to, it's not necessarily how to approach you, but it's like how to fix it. Maybe approach you as well, but it feels like at least they can approach you. It doesn't feel like you're like blocked off and like, there's silence and, all of that. If that is your situation, this may not be your reading, but it also, I would say pay attention, just because there are things that may be resonant to you. If nothing resonates here, it's not your reading. Don't make it fit. 3, okay. So that just flew out immediately. 3 of Swords, you have the 10 of, the 10 of Wands. Now, in regard to whatever this person, relationship, child, whatever it is, whoever this person is, I feel that they feel a fair amount of guilt in regard to whatever this situation has been. And also communication is going to be a bit, I think it's going to require you to have some patience here, just because you're dealing with somebody that is needing to communicate, I guess, in the capacity that they can. Like, it may not be as mature or well thought out, but you're still giving, I feel like you're giving guidance, and you're also accepting in a certain way. That's an interesting role to be in, because it essentially tells me that you have to view this from an exalted level. Again, if you're like bitter about this person, you hate them and fuck them forever, like that's not the energy I'm picking up here at all. That's not it. Like, you're coming from a place of understanding and wisdom, and like kind of having been there before in your own life in whatever capacity. Like, there's some aspect of that here that you get to I guess process this information with them in, It's a really weird reading. It is. Please show me the 5 of Cups here for Sagittarius. Okay, it fell on the floor. So you have the 4 of Pentacles for the 5 of Cups. Now, in regard to this situation, this indicates to me that this person, whatever they've done, they feel that it's like, it's almost like an inconsolable energy. They feel very guilty, very bad, and they're holding on to a lot of regret and frustration in this matter. So with this Queen of Swords energy, there's an aspect of logical realism here with that. It's not overly emotional. And this is all emotional over here. This is what I'm feeling is like an emotional mood swing with this person that you're dealing with. In a way, Sagittarius, I feel that this is your energy, and I feel that you're a stabilizing factor in this situation. Like, you kind of keep this together. You're the glue that holds it together, whether you like it or not. But I think you're also okay with that, just because it, in a certain way, it actually helps you understand your own progression as a human being and how you deal with problematic situations and problematic people. It deals with a lot of fairness and a lot of boundary making and setting, boundary setting. So there's some consoling here that you may be doing, and I think you may be prepared for that. And again, if you're like hateful and spiteful and you just can't stand somebody, this probably isn't your reading, because this is what I'm picking up here overall is somebody communicating their desire to heal a situation with you. I feel that this person is very close to you, and there's a very big dynamic between the two of you. I feel that there's a fair amount of guilt and frustration for whatever this person has caused you or the situation breakdown. And I feel you kind of have the upper hand here, not in like a, a egotistical way, but like you have the upper hand because you can see through this and you can see the process in this person's experience and how they're changing here. But what I'm feeling here too is that there's a lot of compassion in this reading. There's a lot of compassionate energy in this reading. For whomever this is for, it's like you're kind of having to coax this person out of their own like self-doubt, you know, about this energy with this Five of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. This is holding on to incredible amounts of guilt and frustration. It's like this person is having a hard time forgiving themselves for what they did. And you get to see them through that if you choose. Not everybody's going to want to do that, but if you choose. Okay. Show me the connection between the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, please. So you have the Nine of Pentacles here. So whatever the situation was, it caused somebody to be on their own. Here we have also, you have the Page of Pentacles upright with the Seven of Swords here, okay? So what this is telling me is that opportunities that they may have had, they squandered. I don't know what it is that this person has done. There's an incredibly immense amount of guilt and frustration here, a lot of worry and frustration. Whatever happened here between the two of you really was pretty heavy, okay? Pretty heavy energy. And I feel like this person, I think what it did was they saw you separate yourself from them. They saw you take yourself away from the situation, and they knew it was a direct cause. They caused that. For some reason here, Sagittarius, I feel like you guys, the way that you played this, I don't want to say play, but like it's almost like a game move. Like you're very strategically like not phased. Like there's some aspect here where it's like you're, I don't know, it may have hurt, but like you weren't like all over the place. It was I don't know, this person got to see the outcome of their direct actions, and it caused you to separate from them or separate and distance yourself. And I feel in a way, like I said in the beginning of the reading, it's like I feel like you're doing things on your own to just deal with your life and do your own thing and bring joy into your life as best as possible. This person is the one that has the issue. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. You guys played this like cool as a cucumber. That's what I'm feeling. Like you're kind of like cool about it. Not cold-hearted, but like just, you're not, overall you're not like totally phased. Show me the Nine of Cups with the Tower in reverse. Yeah, you have the Knight of Cups here, but this is also wanting to express emotion, wanting to communicate. I feel here that in regard to whatever the situation is, somebody is wanting to talk about these things on an emotional level. They're wanting to share with you where they're at in their emotions. And I think that that's important just because it gives you the opportunity to let them know that, you know, you come clear and you come correct, or you don't come at all. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up here. It's essentially calling them out and not forcing them, but it makes them stand within their own accountability for the situation. And it kind of, it overrides all of this guilt and fear. It's like, you know what, fuck the guilt and fear. Just talk to me about real. Talk to me about the real shit that's going on. Share with me what it is. You have this with the Nine of Cups. This is about that emotional connection between the two of you. It's not, I don't think that this is over. I don't think that this is done. I think that this is, you're giving somebody the opportunity to be honest and fair, and you're also treating this in a fair manner. You're allowing things to transpire and change because it feels like that's what's called for. Show me the Queen of Swords in the World in reverse here. Yeah, Ten of Cups. You have the Ten of Cups here. You love this person. You love this person. Death at the bottom of the deck. Isn't that a beautiful death card? I love that card. You love this person. This is a family member. This is a child. This is, even if they're not, this is somebody who you consider to be part of your soul tribe. This is a connection that isn't dead. It's not going to die. This is a big big opportunity for learning and growth, but it's not something that you're just going to wipe away, okay? This has more longevity and stability because they matter. You matter, you know? Shit happens. We have to deal with it. Show me the Ten of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Moon coming out in reverse here with Strength at the bottom of the deck. Abso-fucking-lutely. Somebody getting out of their fear, their emotional confusion to be able to talk about what is most important. Somebody being able to solidify the connection again. Show me the Four of Wands in reverse. Yep. You've got Temperance and the Ten of Swords. So whatever issue that has happened here, it's a time of evaluation and consideration. It makes somebody look at their own bullshit. It makes somebody be accountable. There's a lot of accountability in this reading. And it's somebody basically looking at a situation that they've caused an ending to or changed the situation entirely. And they're trying to find reconnection here. They're trying to reconcile with the situation, bring balance here with the Temperance card. And I think it's important here, Sagittarius, for you guys to allow that to happen. It's not about telling somebody how to be and what to be and how to bring it. You know, you can say come correct or don't come at all, but let them talk. Let them share with you everything that they need to share with you. Don't direct them. Just allow for honesty to come through and be there with a compassionate energy if possible. Again, if you hate this person, you can't stand them and fuck them forever, not your reading. This is about compassion. It's about connection, reconnection, reconciliation in healthy ways. Okay, it's about seeing the connection for what it is. Again, I keep getting a lot of family energy here, children, you know, parental energy as well, teenage, young adult type of situation. This may also be a situation with a child or somebody who may have been in jail as well, dealing with some fucked up shit that they caused from you. I don't know if it's like theft or anything like that, but it's like, did you learn your lesson? Did you learn your lesson? That's kind of the energy I'm picking up here. Okay. Show me the Magician and the Six of Swords. Yeah, you have the Empress here coming up. The Empress is mother energy. Okay, so even if you're not a mom, even if this isn't regarding a child or a teenager or young adult in your life, this is a very stabilizing energy. It's a very nurturing energy. And it's, again, I'm picking up that huge dose of compassion here with this situation for you guys, Sagittarius. It's kind of requiring you to stand within your own power, even if the situation is painful or annoying, you know, even if it's kind of like like a lot. I feel like there's a lot of hidden stuff here in regard to what's being presented to you, what's being told. Like, you may not know every single aspect of this, and like this is requiring this person to tell you everything. And I feel that there's a lot of guilt here because whatever's been done is shitty. And it's hard. And it's hard for this person. It's hard for you, but it's hard for this person. This is a really big growth period for this person. And I commend them just because it feels like they're going in the right direction, but it's not comfortable one bit. Okay? But this is about opportunity, new beginnings. It's about being very nurturing to a situation, but also standing in your power. You don't get, I mean, this is a pretty highly exalted energy. The Empress, very, very exalted. She trumps all queens. I mean, you're already coming up as the Queen of Swords, which is about, you know, being very, very honest, direct, seeing the truth in situations and expecting and requiring the truth from somebody. But it's also a card of immense fairness. Here, it's like all of that combined, but also with that compassionate care, seeing somebody for where they're at and understanding it, you know? Show me the Ten of Wands and the Three of Swords here for Sagittarius. Yeah, it's the Tower. So with the Page of Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, this coming clean about whatever this is like fucking breaking this person apart, okay? You know, they may have gotten themselves into a situation of bullshit before that may have been very difficult for them to deal with, but coming out about it and being honest, sharing their emotions and feelings here about this situation with the Three of Swords here, Ten of Wands. This is really heavy growth energy. This is having to confront somebody's own bullshit and deal with it head on. There's no running from this. This is like outright honesty here. And it's terrifying. It's terrifying for this person because it's about accountability. It's about accountability. But your connection with them, the connection with you, it overrides that. It requires them to be accountable, but it's also, as hurtful and as painful as that is not hurtful, as hard as that energy is, it's something that they have to deal with. This is a huge life lesson. But once they get over that energy and they can communicate to you their guilt, their regret, all of the bullshit that they've caused here, I feel that that's going to be a very healing situation for them. But you also have somebody that their communication style may be a bit more immature, you know, not knowing exactly how to say it, but still having to say it. It's huge lessons for somebody who maybe not like think that they're ready, but they're ready. Okay, show me the Five of Cups with the Four of Pentacles here for Sagittarius, please. Show me the Five of Cups with the Four of, thank you. Yep. Blood out. You have the Five of Wands in reverse. It's letting go of conflict, no longer wanting to be at odds here, you know. And I think that this is where your energy steps in, because with the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, this is really telling me that this person is having a terrible time forgiving themselves for whatever they've caused here. They want to come out of conflict, and I think you giving compassion here in this situation and connecting with this person, you know, past relationship or adult child or teenager, this helps grow. This helps this person grow. It helps to reshape this connection and rebuild it. You are coming out as such a fucking wonderful person here, Sagittarius, you know. I don't say that to like kiss your ass. I'm not good at kissing ass. As a lot of you guys know, I'm not good at kissing ass. But what I'm feeling here is that there's a definite energy of compassion and acceptance and seeing somebody for where they're at in their process of growth and letting them know that it's okay. Thank you for communicating that to me. You're gonna lift the weight of the world off of somebody's shoulders, I think, you know. But there is that element here too where I'm like, you're kind of scary about it too. Like, it's not like you're mean or anything, but it's like being utterly honest for somebody and like you making sure that that is exactly how they come forth and present this energy. Like, you come clear and come correct, or you don't come at all. That's it. It's healthy boundaries being upheld to the upteenth power. Like, solid. So let's go ahead and pull some advice here for this reading. Please show me advice for Sagittarius in regard to this situation. Show me advice for this situation for Sagittarius, please. Show me advice for Sagittarius. Is this the deck? Okay, no. Okay. Please show me advice for Sagittarius. Thank you. Okay. So you have the Seven of Swords. You have the Six of Pentacles. You have, here, this one first. You have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Ace of Cups. This is the Ace of Cups. And you have the Ten of Cups. Okay. I believe that this is, yes, this is the third time the Ten of Cups is coming out in this reading. So we get to address this Seven of Swords here. The Seven of Swords is here. The Seven of Swords is here. Whatever bullshit has happened here, this person needs to be honest about it, and it feels like that is exactly what they're going to do. It's terrifying, but they get to do that, and it helps them grow, okay? It's fair and equal communication here, whether this be a previous person, if this was a relationship partner, it's about fessing up to what they may have been up to in regard to other people. If this is a child, it's whoever this is, it's coming clean about what it is, but there's reciprocity in regard to the communication here because they know that that's a means to healing this situation. The Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. This is about reconnection. It's about healing the hearts here, healing the situation, giving another chance. This is opportunities within love. It's an opportunities within emotional growth and expansion here. And again, the Ten of Cups. We have Ten of Cups here 3 times. This is a lot of love between the two of you. It's about open heart. It's open heart. It's loving. It's engaging. It's compassionate, but it's also very direct. And you come clean, you come correct, or you don't come at all. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that this reading was helpful for you. Whoever this reading is for, congratulations, you know, stand within your power. And yeah, really rad, really, really rad. And I'm glad that you're able to solidify something healthy here. I know that this reading isn't for everybody, but for who it's for, good luck. If you like this reading, feel free to, like, share, and subscribe. God, I forgot. And if it was helpful for you, if you choose to donate, there's a link in the description box below. And I will be back in a little bit for your March reading. All right, take care, you guys. Bye-bye.